Skæber de nogen gab, ni fællejen, musfællejen, ild is, sober falder ind i jotul skæber de nogen gab, ni fællejen, musfællejen, ild is, sober falder ind i jotul skæber
Well, that was interesting. Honestly, the title just kind of explains that one in a nutshell. It's just, that's how I feel about it. I was actually quite impressed with the quests yesterday and how they really made the world feel interconnected. With all the world building that they created, that it made me realize that the quests are really a part of telling the story of the zone and the area, and it all works together. And in comparison to other games that I've played, such as Skyrim, which the game is being compared to, and I think comparison is the thief of joy. Skyrim had its own good things, but I always felt really overwhelmed with how much was going on and how much wasn't explained and how confusing it was to really get a grasp of what was going on in the world. You had no direction in that game, you know? I remember going to one of the first villages, and the first thing that happened was, you know, I entered this blacksmith guild or something, where it turned into like this warrior guild or something. And then, like, the very first mission, they send you off and you get attacked by a werewolf or something, dude. And then suddenly you're bridging between, am I a warrior or am I a werewolf at this point? You know, like, it was just so convoluted and messy to me that I could just never get into it. And then you go into this dungeon and suddenly you're the Dragonborn. You know, it's just with this game, you know, I went to one crypt, and then it explained a little bit about necromancers, which was cool. And then you go back, you turn it in. I found this village, and the whole village is a byproduct of the main castle that I found in the beginning. You know? And it all works together seamlessly. So it really gave me an appreciation for the quests and the story that I wasn't really expecting, and I wanted to shout that out because I think it was really well done. I think it really was. We approached with respect. The tower allowed us to discover its potential. We don't know what it once was. We know that now it is the way home. Be careful, pilgrim. When you enter, your soul must be strong and pure. Lutations in a dream, eh? It looks like something was written there, but it's not giving me an option to read it. So it must be too scratched. Three arms.
Come closer, please. Just for a brief moment. It won't hurt. So you've come here to save that man. Fool, you cannot help him now. His humanity has been devoured. He has been freed from this pointless human existence. My death will change nothing. It has gone too far. Instead, let me taste your blood. You too shall be freed.
There are a few subtitles that aren't included in the voiceover lines that kind of give a little bit more context.
My name, in your language, it would be Apartak. I was imprisoned years ago by your king. Human, but inhuman at the same time. I suffer, I wither, I am defiled. They left me here to endure hunger and pain. I cannot bear this form. It is twisted and unbefitting of a four-dweller.
You know, when I think of the word four-dweller, it kind of makes me think of a dweller that lived before the coming of, like, the Camalosian Empire. So that's what I think about, but I don't know if that's the correct interpretation of that specific word. So when they call themselves that, that's what I think about.
Let me taste your blood. I need just a little. Let me bite you.
When has that ever worked out well for anybody?
To ease the pain. Yours and mine. I need food, and you need a bit of care. You humans are fragile. I can handle that.
Sounds like a demon to me. But personally, I don't think I need the help.
Давай фейки басок строяй!
I don't know. He was gonna help me. He seemed kind of weak. He had a lot of HP, but he seemed kind of weak. Might be the level of the quest, and I'm just a little over leveled, but I don't know. Everything I was fighting yesterday was absolutely ruining my skeletons. Is that a horse?
They'll take you down with me!
That guy was a beast. We got a horse now. How do I dismount off this bad boy? By pressing E? Okay. Ah! Hey, we got the second one. Wow. That's a little messed up. Does it have saddlebags or not? Okay, class. I kind of want to make my way over there and take the teleporter. Skeletons do good damage. I don't know how durable they are, but they do good damage. Another keeper, dude. Did this Gwendolo just destroy my skeletons? Or was it the bear? Hey. I'm almost tempted to bring out the Gwendolos for this area. Oh. Oh, one way, huh? More meteorite. You know, the interesting part is that you can get all of the ore for whatever you need. You just can't really smith it until you get higher level. Oh, dude. The skeleton really ran off. Oof. Man, there's a whole bunch of them. Look at that. Ow. Holy. Holy. Look at them all, dude. There's like 6. Oh, I should have used some splash. That would have worked really good on it. Oh. Not exactly sure what just happened to him. But I've got an idea. Can I not equip the thrown weapons? What's the point then? Yeah, that's a little bit absurd if you ask me. They actually hit really hard. At night, they hit really hard at night. It seems like only friendly zones are protected from the weirdness. Thunderstruck detected. Oh shit. I think that's a boss. Kinda don't want to fight a boss. Does not seem like a great idea. Look at this guy. Oh, of course. Otherworldly wax. See how he wrecks my minions? Like 1 or 2 shots? Holy. Winter Crone's Wrath, huh? Culinary madness with Rumpled. Fat is life. In the south, I learned to extract the juices locked within fish and crab meat. This delicate art requires the region's humid air and added fats of plant or animal. Temperature control is key, as I discovered with local cooks while crafting 3 rich dishes: rumpled seahorse saddle, stuffed eggs, and my favorite, sweet grease. This method, they say, dates back to the first settlers. Even Camelot soldiers under Sewell Firstfoot used it to enrich their rations, boosting morale in battles against the Four-Dwellers. Now, my sights are set on another southern treasure, a unique cheese said to be the region's specialty. What a culinary adventure. Oh, cool. I wonder if it's them that are getting stronger, or if it is me that is getting weaker during the evening. Scorching Blaze. Quite a few magic spells. What the heck? You're joking, right? Where's my stamina, bro? I've got like 2 stamina. You're fucking joking, dude. Noxious. Of course. Keeper with no tag. There it is. Assassin gear, eh? Just increased sneak attack damage. Let's take a look. 8 perception. I think they goofed when they made that set. Why would you dump 8 points into perception? Just for minimal sneak attack damage? Like, the armor's pretty low, too, you know? So, like... You gotta make it worthwhile. To, like, use. You're not gonna use extra sneak attack damage for... a while. Okay, let's jump the chest. A different color iron helmet. You know, that's cool though. Like these are really heavy for little to no benefit really. Everything else Everything else would be kosher. Oh, I got a little bit too much on me. We can keep the leather pants and the boots. Probably be the next best thing to sell. Those sell good. They're kind of heavy though. These do not sell good at all. Maybe I'll drop those. Might be the bows. Oh, these. These. 175. Beautiful. I do like the bleed. Man, he's loud. Might actually buy this wood. It's a heavy boat. Multiply sneak attack damage by X1.5. So with both of them, it's a pretty good build. Shoots a large homing burning projectile. 12 spirituality. 3 max stamina permanently. Sells for 750. Howling Crest. Pushing costs 30 mana and creates a strong gust of wind, dealing damage to enemies in front. And successful blocks right before a push. Increases the damage dealt. That's actually pretty neat. Pretty neat. Winter Crone's Wrath. 6 spirituality. Strata 5 chilling projectiles. Deals bonus damage when fully charged. The Claymore. It's a pretty nice Claymore. I wonder if I can make better though. That's my curiosity. Staff of Uthila. Increases spell power. Restores a small portion of King Soul. Interesting. I think I have enough to make that armor piece as well. One, two. Flayed Drowners. The max health build. Three, 6, 11, and the whole night set. Festering arm guards. Oh no. Do I need the festering arm guards? Check. No, I don't.
Damn, you're getting the hang of this quicker than most. Tell you what, you've earned the chance to try something more advanced. I've got a pattern I've been sitting on, and if you get it right, you'll have armor so good, even I might get jealous.
Alright, show it to me. Drowner's armor. Okay. Flayed Drowners, Carapace, and Conch.
You've done it again! Oh, there's real craftsmanship in this one. Keep this up, and folks will be coming to you instead of me. Oh, I've got something else for you, friend. This one will make you sweat, but hopefully you'll come out as sharp as my finest blade.
Revenant's armor. Don't I already have it? I think I banked it. I think I banked it because I couldn't use it yet. I'll bank this though. We'll bank the assassin's gear as well. Thunderstrike. Wow, the heavy cast is pretty gnarly. Look at that. Gathers electricity around the selected area, which after a 3 seconds delay strikes thunder, dealing electric damage. Sounds sick. Jewelry amulet. Prey window is twice as long. It's really, really sick. 7 dexterity for those. Wand. Alright, take. There it is. 5 perception.
Hope nothing bad happens. I might retire early and let you take over the forge. Joking aside, that's some bloody fine work. Looks like you've handled everything I had for you. If you're hungry for more knowledge, you might want to seek out a blacksmith from the tribes. Say what you want about the Daurida, but those bastards have tricks up their sleeves that even I don't know.
He called it Dalrita, and everyone else really calls it the Dalriata, so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let's see. It doesn't seem to me like he restores his inventory all that much, so I might just buy it all so I can level up my smithing. Doesn't seem like you can get a discount on these items either though, but let's make some bronze stuff for now, yeah? So I can make maces with it. Not 20. Sheesh. Okay, let's see if I make like 800 out of this. 15 times 19. Not even close. Still. It's still pretty significant. Kind of want to identify these items now. Now that I've found a good one. Makes me curious as to what they are.
Please, stay. I see that Silent Cilia has finally been shut up for good. She earned that moniker because she liked to silence travelers by slitting their throats. Well, I hope she met the same fate. I wonder what it sounds like when a blade pierces the trachea. Anyway, the reward is yours. Do you keep bandits' feet? Oh, I see. You still have blood on your hands. Go chop off.
Sheesh. That guy's kind of violent.
What a nice day.
Alright, so I got these to turn in. And I think this is the last one that is near this area for a turn in, and then oh, and this one. Maybe I'll run down there real quick. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. Although I do want to go down here. Check that out. Maybe I'll go around this way. That could be fun too. What is this? My dearest, words cannot express how much I look forward to the day of our union. The world is dying before our eyes, but our love will be the light that dispels this darkness, and our children will be the heralds of new hope. My mother will not stand in our way. I am yours. I will enter your family with humility and gratitude, and the All-Mother will bless us. I cast aside my family name without regret. The only thing that matters is you and our shared future. I know that you will not be able to read this letter, my love. That is why I asked you to hold on to it until our wedding day, and why I am now reading it to you. This way, you will know that I am entering into this union without any doubts and with a steadfast resolve to never leave your side. Yours forever, Noel. You don't really find things in this place that aren't really connected, so I'm sure I'll end up finding out more about Noelle's betrothal. Doesn't seem like she made it.
I've had worse. I'll get you back tenfold.
Where's the other body?
Back to your hovel, coward. You'll pay for that insult.
Time to go sell our goodies. Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to just...
Wow. Wow. Got 2 of those now. I think I'll really consider using it on one of those bandits. One of the bandit lords, if I have the opportunity. I'll try sneak attacking with a bow.
I like it when things are quiet.
One, two, three, four. What do we think? Shall we go turn these in? That way we can focus on this one. I think I will. They're a bit busy waking up and stuff. The fact that Lo doesn't really respawn is a little strange to me. Oh look, the husband's here.
Oh, there you are. Look, darling, it's the lovely mercenary I hired to clear out that seaside estate I told you about.
You did what?
Well, you told me to deal with it, so I did. You didn't expect me to just sit on my hands while surrounded by unwashed fishermen, did you?
Look, I'm sorry about my wife. Whatever she told you to do, forget about it. I'll pay you for your trouble. Trust me, I can imagine. Unfortunately, she often gets lost in her enthusiasm. We weren't At least I wasn't planning on staying here any longer than necessary. We have no need for an estate.
Well, that's your opinion. One I simply do not share. You have? Oh, that's wonderful. I can start planning the welcoming banquet. I'm thinking seafoam made of spun silver, dancers dressed as alluring sea creatures.
And who are you going to invite? The crabs? None of your friends from Camelot are going to come all this way just to have dinner, are they?
Dear gods, Duncan, you're so plebeian. Of course they will come. Besides, there must be some important people here. Weren't you just talking with them? You can invite them too.
Good luck with that. Are you sure the place is safe now? That doesn't exactly build confidence.
Oh, nonsense, Duncan. Why must you always be so malcontent? Try looking on the bright side every once in a while, will you? I, for one, am simply ecstatic to start decorating our new nest. Trust me, when it comes to home decor, my tastes are unparalleled. Now, Duncan, please be a dear and pay the nice mercenary so we can be on our way to our new residence.
Joy. Here's your money. Have a nice day. At least one of us will.
Oh, and do come visit us once we're all settled. I wouldn't mind some company amidst all this dreariness. Truly, there's so little to do here in terms of proper entertainment.
Bloody hell. Not another ghost. Leave me alone. I swear if you don't leave me alone, I'll kill you. Take this away from me. Don't you know this kind of thing tends to bring bad luck? I don't want to see him again. I went there one evening. Gods only know why. I could feel something odd. Like I had Kendall thrashing around in my head already, calling to me. I've never been a godly man, you know. One time I visited a shrine, and look what that got me. A ghost hovering over my head. I dug around a bit looking for Kendall's remains, and then I heard howling, got scared and ran away. At first, I thought it was a wild animal, or some weird beast. Thinking about it now, I guess it must have been Kendall. He was letting me know he was coming. Damn him. All right, I went there, and Kendall didn't say a thing about a burial at sea. All he said was that he won't know peace until he takes me with him to the underworld. I may be old, but I don't want to go there yet. The idea terrifies me. Now I see what he's up to. He's using you to remind me of his threat. It's because he trusted me the most, and I was the one who let him down. When push came to shove, I blew it. Tainted was arguing for the bandits to only take Kendall, and I didn't make a peep. I still remember the way Kendall was looking at me when they were slitting his throat. I don't know. Tainted and Finley seemed fine, but I felt bone-crushing guilt ever since it happened. Wouldn't you be wondering if you could have done something more than just beg for mercy? Finley lost his tongue, tagged in his hand, and me. Now I'm an old hobbler missing a leg. We all have wounds to remind us of what happened until the day we die. And that's why we decided to never tell a soul. Please, take his remains away from here. Maybe say a good word about me to his ghost. My years of guilt must surely be enough penance.
I think Kendall's being a bit of a prick, honestly. Still the last voyage too. Up there.
I hope Kate isn't making Morris do anything horrible. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we? What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. A dream? Oh, yes. There was one, but I'm sorry, dear. At first, it wasn't so bad, but now it gets worse every day. Don't get me wrong, we have food, we have a roof over our heads, and we're grateful for that. But no one trusts us enough to let us do any work. None of us wants to be a freeloader, as they call us. I wouldn't mind a task or two to earn my keep and to take my mum. I might not be all hale and hearty, but I've still got two good hands, which is more than you can say about some of the codgers living here. Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the trees make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were there. I'm sorry, dear. I hope you see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there. Working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with my beloved in the evenings. We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it? Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorising the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she branded some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris used to be a skilled tanner. I guess that's why she picked him. Yes, I asked him to. He wanted to run with me, but he was still feverish after the branding. I don't have many kind words for Kate, but she doesn't like her efforts to go to waste. As long as he stayed, she'd make sure he was healed. I hated leaving him here, and I hate to think of what she's making him do, but I hope he's at least still alive. Look at me, love. I'm just an old woman. I've lived a quiet life, never learned any skills Kate would find useful. She has no need for useless mouths to feed. And Morris, well, he didn't want me to stay anyway. He said we'd find our way back to each other, but I'm starting to fear we'll have to wait for another life. course I did. Right after I got here. The only answer I got was that they're aware of the bandit problem and are dealing with it. But I've heard rumours that the gate is always shut and the keepers are forbidden to leave. So, I've got no hope there. From what I've heard, they decided to stay in Little Grove for a while, drinking my cider to the last drop, no doubt. Not like they have to worry about the authorities. The only ones we saw were the Camelot tax collectors who came by once a year. Other than that, not a uniform in sight since I was a little girl. Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. Please, let me know as soon as you learn anything. Be careful.
I got another quest? Wow. Buttons.
They said it would get easier.
Oh, it's you. Did you hear? The keeper was cured. Cole wasn't so lucky. He's fallen into a strange state. A while ago, one of Fergus's men came by and told us, "You're bloody lucky Mahon got better." And that's the only reason we're still allowed to stay in the village. He just sits there, staring. He doesn't notice anyone. It's almost as if all the life inside him is frozen. Even the part of him that was full of aggression. I had a feeling something might change with your involvement. I knew you'd find something. I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could thank you. But right now, I just don't have the strength. You tried, and that means a lot. But it's hard. And I don't think I can properly show my gratitude. I'm sorry. I've been wondering why I should stay. But then I realised that Cole is still here. He's not himself, but his body is still here. His face. I can't leave him alone. Most of them wanted Cole dead, but Fergus forbade anyone from interfering. Since Mahon is getting better, he decided that Cole's fate is in our hands. But if anyone else raises a hand against him, they'd be sentenced, as if for murder. That cooled the tempers of the keepers and lessened the open hostility from the villagers. Besides, you've seen him. He hasn't moved much in the past few hours. I can't abandon him. Even if he's not exactly the Cole I knew, he still looks like him. I won't ask you to end his agony. How could I? I'll take care of him for as long as he lives. And then, I don't know. I'll probably leave this godforsaken place. Sure. They say, but this one feels like a wound that will always fester.
What's left for someone like me?
I'd be alone today.
I've already told you I'm not... Oh. I don't know you. I'm Dugard. You're not one of us. And you're not a local either.
You could have chosen a better time to come here. Kind of poor ambience, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least we have a roof over our heads.
I heard that Keeper got better. And our call is still the same. Poor man. What? The people are making a dream is just...
To be honest, I'm a bit confused about what's going on. Usually it was me who yelled at everyone, and now I feel like a drudge. And this nasty thing with Coll. Poor lad. Shouldn't have ended like that. He and Beatrice got along very well. Let me tell you something. When I saw all these wrinklies around here, I thought this place would suit me. But then all this shit happened. I suspect we won't stay here long. Yeah. Roscree. Few shacks and a small field of grain. I was a miller back there. And my daughter married a good, hard-working man. Eventually, I gave them the mill.
Still helped around, but wanted to let the young folks learn how to work there. Then this kid, Fran, came along. Everything seemed to be going pretty well.
Of course, something happened. Life here can't just be bearable. Oh no. Everything has to get screwed up somehow. That's the way it goes in this cursed land. My dear Trina and her bairn. They got caught by a weird beast. I started to hit the bottle and finally, my son-in-law kicked me out. I left Roscree. And so did Fran. He says he has some kind of life debt. And he won't leave me alone until one of us drops dead. I'm sorry too. My boy Frank and I came here with the others. We left our village because we had to. Well, I had to. But Frank is a good lad, so he came with me. I took him in, you know.
Found the poor sod at the mill, sleeping in the hay. He was chilled to the bone back then. But I could tell he'd be a strong lad once he thawed out. He used to help out on the farm.
He's young, but he already has a couple of tattoos. Tribal ones. Means he must have been cast out of the Del Rita.
At first, people in our village gave him dirty looks. But then they realized he wasn't a bandit.
He's a good, hard-working kid. Then they started to treat him as one of their own. Fran is a quiet boy, and he doesn't talk much about himself. I feel like those days with the Reader are long buried for him. Almost like he never lived them.
Something happened. Fran listens. Cole in the cage for the rest of his life. Das isn't living. It would have been better to just end it. Fran doesn't dream. Fran calls them visions. And yes, Fran had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded by wolves. They were no aggressive, so Fran felt no fear. It was they who feared Fran. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I didn't reach the end. The vision stopped. Now, Fran waits for the next one, to see what's ahead. I'm not from anywhere. Flang is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald. I owe him a life debt. Flang was never a dull leader. Not without a name. Without a name, you are nobody in the tribe. Like me. And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Flang. Flang. A name, and not a name. Years ago, he's a good man. Treats me like a son. Flang cannot be a dull riada. His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. That is why he's not of the tribes. Flang never met the keep, but the unnamed boy did. Once, a few of them, many years ago, we fought. The unnamed boy survived even though he showed fear. Shouldn't do that. The keepers approached the camp of the boy's people, but that past does not belong to Flang. I'm Flang. A place without a leader. As I see it, that will finally fall apart, one way or another. Don't bother. Now they're a bit like Flang, strays with no home. The trees is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis, he's funny. I like her. Rawson, I know nothing about her. And Dugald, a man who became Flang's father. There are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leader, and it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names mean as much as Frang's, which is to say, nothing. Gunker, Wolf, strong, important name. Not seen in the south for a long time. Must be dead.
What's left for someone like me? You need something?
$50 wood.
Buy something. I wouldn't mind knowing that myself. She stole a lucrative business contract out from under me and my family, and made herself at home here. Damn those Timberwall merchants. Everyone's always yammering about Timberwall. Timber this, timber that. Bugger them all. Remember, good business, only with Quanacht. Fair prices, no bullshit. Yes, Connacht. From a merchant family, to be specific. Oh, I've always wanted... But I broke my leg. Badly. You've never heard of them? They're a guild of explorers. They travel across Avalon, documenting all the lost and forgotten places. That's what LSA and I dreamed of. Oh. Well, a friend from back home. It was a long... We'd run around Connacht, drawing maps of every corner we could find. And on the farms, LSA insisted on marking every... My mother used to get on my ass for wasting so much paper and charcoal. She got in with the geographers, started running errands for them. Well, it was right after my accident. Said some things I shouldn't have. You know how it goes. First thing I did when I arrived was ask the locals what this village is called. And they just said, wait for it, the village. There's also a sunken village nearby. So I asked them what that one was called, and they said, the sunken village. So I asked what it was called before it was flooded, and they told me, the village. How do you even work with that? Long enough to know what sells. Not that I'd mind having a wider selection of goods, you know. But people here don't... Then there's the refugees. For now, I guess they're good business. Sooner or later, they'll run out of money. They don't have any way to earn it since they'll get kicked out, or they'll just leave and not come back. But there'll be others around to keep the businesses running, more or less.
Oh, wow. Ten endurance, 5 practicality, huh? Now that is a nice set. I got wood cutting axe. I wonder if I can use that wood cutting place. Alright. Wonder how much wood I have now. Alright. I can build that now. Tell you myself over
It's
there.
nice to just sit and think.
Did I not get XP for leveling that? Ridiculous. Nani? Weird.
Ah. You did? One less thing to worry about, right? You've earned it.
100 gold, dude.
I'd ask you to fix the refugee barracks, but, well, there's no budget for making people's lives slightly less miserable. We'd have to do with something less spectacular. There are two places around here that could... First, there's the Outer Gate. It used to be a proud marker for our territory. But now, then, there's the monument to the sea creature. It's been weathered down by the salty breeze, and honestly, it's starting to look less monumental and more pathetic. If you could restore them, it would do wonders for morale. Ah, that's the spirit! I knew I could count on you. Once those are back in shape, this place might start looking like it's cared for.
Oh wow. $50 wood. $50 wood? Where am I gonna get so much wood? Buttons. Well, it looks like resources do eventually respawn. As well as enemies, I guess? I should make potions. I've got tons of potion stuff.
Trying to start something.
Not exactly sure where there's a place to make potions. Maybe my... Oh, we'll level up, sure, that's fine. 6. You need like a lot of practicality for that set, along with the endurance. Sick. I'm not exactly sure what point I want. Can't really go wrong with endurance though. Oh wait.